Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. Today we'll be discussing why intermittent fasting is bad for menstruators, as it is a relatively popular diet at the moment. But what is often not discussed is how intermittent fasting isn't the same for men and women and can actually cause harm to women because of biology. Extended periods without food and or restrictive diets is not good for a body structured around a menstrual cycle. It is vitally important that you understand that your menstrual cycle is not about reproduction. It is about your health, which results in fertility. For further info on that kind of discussion, I will link a bloody tale that I made a while ago discussing why your menstrual cycle is not just about babies. And I will link that on screen now. While there are several versions of intermittent fasting, it basically means that you limit your eating window to 8 or so hours and then fast for 16 or so hours. The strict reduced eating window means that for a majority of people you will eat far less. This time restrictive diet does not involve tracking calories or macronutrients, nor does it contain food avoidance or promotion, particularly of food avoidance. People who subscribe to intermittent fasting to lose weight, body fat, allegedly assists and people who subscribe to this allegedly say that it assists in reducing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, improves muscle mass and psychological well-being, as well as saving time and functionality in the reduction of meal prep. However, there is evidence that these benefits do not affect women in the same way. Studies have shown that blood sugar worsened in women in a 3-week trial, while in men it was shown to improve. This is in fact what is intended from this diet. So it is intended to improve your blood, the way the blood sugar is in your body, and it is actually found that to be correct in men, just completely opposite in women. Essentially, women's bodies are extremely sensitive to calorie restriction in any form, such as this fasting diet. The hypothalamus is affected. This in turn disrupts the secretion of gonadotropin, releasing hormone that assists in the release of 2 reproductive hormones, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. When this chain of events happen and this knock-on event happens, the breakdown hormonal communication with the ovaries, you run into such health risks as irregular periods, infertility, poor bone health, and osteoporosis, among others. Other studies have indicated fasting can have a significantly measurable negative net outcome on women's hormones, metabolism, IBS will increase, lost menstrual cycles, and or the early onset of menopause. Some women as young as their early 20s have had this early onset menopause when working within a restrictive fasting diet. The hormonal effect of intermittent fasting can have severe and far-reaching health issues, as the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, also called the HPG axis, or the hormonal triggers that triggers the structure that I outlined previously, can be super detrimental to women and women's bodies. One of the possible theories, primarily deriving from an evolutionary standpoint, is that women's bodies go into hyper alert at the suggestion of dropping body fat, as it triggers a pregnancy preventative, as in your environment is not adequate for you to sustain life and you're actually starving and therefore cannot support life, and therefore your body takes that functionality away. However, estrogen isn't just for your uterus and reproduction. Estrogen receptors are found all around the body, and changes in the hormone balances challenge your entire body, including mood, digestion, cognitive function, metabolic function, appetite, and energy function. Messing around with your estrogens in such a cruel way causes you to feel a lot hungrier and then overeat when you allow yourself to eat, causing binge eating and further disordered eating behavior and therefore disordered body response behavior. Thus, not giving you or your body the time out that you desire or the outcome that you desire. All of these issues can show up as low energy, insufficient glucose control, weight gain, impaired cognitive function like brain fog, decreased bone density, decreased muscle tone and development, reduced skin, hair and cardiovascular health, and items like this. In addition, these outcomes can trigger secondary consequences such as anxiety, insomnia, sugar cravings, weight gain, brain fog, depression, and body temperature regulation issues. The primary and secondary consequences of intermittent fasting on women's bodies are a cascade of negative health effects and definitely outweigh any alleged benefit. As usual, all the links will be down below in the description box so that you can check them out. Other than that, thank you for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day. And I, of course, will catch up with you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.